Hey guys, so today I'm making a guide, actually, on how to kill Fatalis. Fatalis is the final boss in the game in Monster Hunter, the last final boss. And in my last video, you guys told me actually that I was going to get in trouble with Capcom if I don't leave the spawn because it's bad and it's not sportsmanlike. And I don't really care. But in this video, the guide, I'm going to leave the spawn so you don't have to worry. I'm going to show you how to fight Fatalis, actually fight him, not just have people do it for you. But yeah, it's a real simple guide. All you need is you need a few things. Now, your weapon of choice is not going to be it's not going to be like an actual weapon. It's actually going to be a boomerang. You're going to use boomerangs, you're going to use bounce bombs, you're going to use fireworks, we're going to use slinger ammo, we're going to use the ballista, we're going to use cannons. Really, we're just going to use things that, oh, and there's a secret weapon at the end, a secret weapon for the third phase I'm going to pull out, and it's a really good weapon. You guys are going to it's going to be really cool. Like, I think everybody should use this when they fight Fatalis, but yeah, it's a lot of things that I'm going to use, and well, let's just get into it. Let's just get into the mission. Now, the first thing you want to do when you load up the mission is fire your SOS flare. And when I fire my SOS flare, I don't fire it because I need help, because I feel like I need to be carried, because I suck. No. I fire my SOS flare mostly because I like fighting with other people, and I enjoy the multiplayer aspect of this game. And yeah, it's so fun, and I love it. And so what I do is I fire my SOS flare, and then I eat up, I get ready for the fight, and when me and my buddy are ready, we go into the game. And we go over to Fatalis. Now, when you land, Fatalis, Fatalis is his attacks are hard to get used to. You have to get used to fighting him. You got to get used to the things he does, the one shots, everything. But what I like to do first and foremost is when I land, I get the ballista ammo, right? And I go over to the ballista and I start shooting him. Now, sometimes he'll rush you right at the beginning, so you won't be able to shoot the ballista. But if he does that, just dodge out of the way, circle back around. Maybe you go over to the cannons or something. But really, it's mostly just dodging attacks, using the ballista, using the cannons. Cannons are really good because they stun, or they actually knock Fatalis down. So like, if you can load up 5 cannonballs in the cannon and hit all 5 of them, and then go over to the next cannon and hit more, you'll knock Fatalis down. It's like a guaranteed knockdown, basically. And speaking of knockdowns, when you knock Fatalis down, what you want to do, the most important thing, is to focus on dropping some fireworks, get some good jobs in there, some thumbs up. Let your teammates know that, hey, you're doing a good job, and I like where this is going. I usually I don't really hit Fatalis when he's down. I like to wait for him to get up, and while he's down, I'll drop some fireworks, just to support my team. It's really what I like to do. Now, another tactic you can use is wall banging. So when you wall bang, you actually have to grapple the Fatalis' head. You have to face him toward the wall, and you shoot the slinger ammo into his head, and he'll hit the wall. It does a ton of damage. Yeah, I would say it's required for this fight, honestly, because it does so much damage, and it really helps you break the parts, and it helps you to kind of speed up the fight because you only have 30 minutes. Now, in phase 1 it's really not much. There's not much else to it. Dodge attacks. Oh, obviously you got to use the boomerang. I use boomerang really often in this fight. I use boomerang, I use bounce bomb, I use regular mega bomb. Those are my main damage output tools. Like, I would say I do most of my damage with my boomerang and my mega bounce bombs. My boomerang is really the most important thing here. It's your main damage dealer, so you got to keep those. You got to make sure you have a ton of them at all times. You can only carry 5, but you can throw them like multiple. You can throw them multiple times. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first phase. At the end of the first phase, he's gonna like do this fire breath thing where he goes in the air, and the commander will be like, "Oh, you gotta take cover." So you go take cover behind the metal thingy where the quest marker is, And just when you're down there, he's gonna do his thing. You're not gonna get hurt. You're not gonna get hurt. You just stay down there, and you might want to sharpen your weapon a little bit. Just keep that thing sharp. Maybe drop some fireworks. Maybe a thumbs up, a good job, a good work. And once he stops his fire breath, the map will open up a little bit. You'll be able to use the Dragonator at some point whenever it's ready. You'll be able to you'll be able to use the gate, and you'll be able to use a roaming ballista, more ballistas, more cannons, and it's pretty much the same thing as the first phase. Keep shooting him with slinger ammo. Oh, by the way, Dragon Pod, he's gonna drop that a lot. Dragon Pod is really good for this fight because it makes him flinch a lot. So shoot him with a lot of Dragon Pod. Keep using your boomerangs, bounce bombs, ballista. You have one-shot binders now because the map's opened up and you can use the one-shot binders to bind Fatalis. But yeah, nothing really changes much in the second phase. Really, at the end of the second phase, what happens is he will go in the air again and do another mega blast. And when he does his mega blast, you want to go to the gate, go behind the gate, and you lock the door. But don't lock the door before your teammates get in there, because that happened to me before. Someone locked me out, and fucking asshole locked me out of the fucking thing. And I died because he locked me out. It's like, why would you lock me out? But whatever, it's whatever, just an idiot teammate. But my teammate here didn't lock me out because he's nice and he's a good guy. And so we avoided the damage from that. We sit there, wait till it's over again, drop some fireworks maybe, sharpen your weapon, whatever you gotta do. And now you've entered the third phase of the fight, where things get a little bit different. Fatalis is more susceptible to damage in the midsection because you'll see it's glowing now, which means he's gonna get hurt more from the damage you do, which is why I like to bring out in the third phase my secret weapon, the snowballs. The snowballs in the third phase, they do a lot of damage. They do more damage than the boomerang, and I like to throw them right at the midsection. You get 10 snowballs per snowman. So if you drop a snowman, you get 10 snowballs, and you can gather more, but usually Fatalis likes to destroy my snowmen for whatever reason. But it's ice damage on the fire. It's good. It's really good damage. It's better than your boomerang, I would say. The only thing is the throwing animation takes a little bit longer than the boomerang, I think. So it's a little bit dangerous. I play like a little bitch in the third phase because I get one shot all the time with the fucking fire breath. It's fucking absurd, but it's annoying as fuck. But whatever. I don't know how people don't die to it. At a certain point, you get used to the dodging pattern. Like you gotta stay behind his leg or whatever, and so. It's actually not that bad, but it is really easy to get one shot. And he also does his giant fucking flame blast attack. But in this phase, you don't go to the gate. You have to go under his position. So wherever Fatalis is, and he's doing the giant flaming fucking huge breath attack, you just go under him and you will dodge the attack. But yeah, keep shooting him with dragon pods. Use your boomerang a little bit. Snowballs definitely. Bombs if you have any more, one-shot binder if you still have it, ballista ammo, there's a cannon you can use. You really you gotta go ham on this phase because time is definitely running out by this point, and you gotta kill him. That at a certain point, you do enough damage, you get that shit done, you kill him, he's dead, and you get your carves and you get your loot, and you say, good job teammate, we fucking did it, I carried. Totally carried. I used everything I had at my disposal. I probably did more damage than him, let's be honest. I mean, I was going ham the entire fucking time. But and then you can build your armor, farm Fatalis a little bit with this guide. It's real easy, real simple. It's you can build the armor. You can build different types of weapons. I don't know what kind of weapon I'm gonna build. Probably won't even use it when I fucking build it. But it is what it is. But the armor is pretty good. I heard from so. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Build the armor, farm Fatalis, use this guide to kill Fatalis, because Fatalis is really hard, but with this guide it's really easy. All you gotta do is use your boomerang, your snowballs, your mega bounce bombs, your mega barrel bombs, and dragon pod, stones, wall bangs, cannons, ballistas, one-shot binders. Oh, the Dragonator. At the end of the fight, you can use the Dragonator. Yeah, use the Dragonator. But that's pretty much it for this guide. So